Hey guys, what's going on? Dr. Frank here, founder of Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching Programs. And in today's brief video, I want to take some time and talk about one of the main reasons why I quit smoking weed. And if you're considering quitting, this video is definitely probably going to relate to you a little bit, or at least it's going to give you something to think about. Here at Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching, we help people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and pornography. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you find today's video valuable. So when I decided to quit smoking weed, at this point I was running into some health issues. I was running into some financial issues. Things were really going downhill for me. But I don't think that was the primary factor as to why I quit. Weed for me was once an enjoyable experience. I've said this before in many of my videos. Then there came a point where it was no longer enjoyable. It started to feel like a chore. And I had to ask myself, is this how I want to spend the rest of my life? A lot of people smoke, and myself included, to pass time, okay? And you smoke to maybe escape from something, you smoke to maybe deal with stress, maybe you just smoke because you think it's fun, but now it's no longer fun, I don't know. But for me, I was kind of trying to escape from reality, and weed did a great job helping do that. It helped me escape from reality. But the problem was, the current situation I was in at that time, I wasn't happy with my reality. I wasn't happy with the circumstances that I was in. And we didn't fix that. It simply made me content with being constantly unhappy. So here I was unhappy, and instead of trying to change things, instead of trying to use my time differently, instead of trying to figure out how I could pull myself out of this rut, weed kept me stuck there. It wouldn't give me the freedom to go try and make a change. It wouldn't give me permission to go try and better myself, because all of my time, all of my focus, all of my energy was dedicated towards achieving that high at the end of the day. And here I was so focused on that high that I was missing the entire day in front of me, the entire next day. So I had to ask myself, how do I want to spend my time? How do I want to spend potentially the rest of my life, the next week, the next year, the next few years of my life? Do I want to spend it addicted and unhappy, or do I want to try and make a change? And that was really the major shift in mindset that occurred when I first started to quit. I had to look at things from an outsider perspective and realize that what I was doing, the actions that I was taking, were no longer working for me. They were no longer serving me a purpose. And the only way to get out of that is to change what I was doing, to change the person that I was becoming. Inherently, I had to change a lot of things about myself when I quit smoking weed. There was no way around that. But I'm a very social person. I love making these videos. I love talking to people. Weed was ruining my ability to socialize. I like working out. I like staying in good shape. Weed was destroying my mental health and my physical health. So I had to step back and realize that the person that weed was turning me into was not the person that I wanted to become. It wasn't the person that I envisioned myself being. I envisioned myself being a successful individual who has businesses, who's helping people, and who has a family, and who's having fun, enjoying life. And weed was no longer helping to get me there. In fact, it was hindering me. It was greatly hindering me from experiencing those things. And if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that that's the case that you're in right now, that's what you're going through. And I want you to understand, when you first quit, you might have ambitions to take on the world, and that's awesome. We're all about that here at Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching. But your first priority does just have to be getting better. It has to be getting your mental health back on track. It has to be getting your physical health back on track. And I don't mean you're going to go kill it in the gym 7 days a week or something like that. I mean, you're going to take time to allow your body to heal, to allow things to reacclimate to a life without weed, because it's a different life. It's inherently a different life when you stop smoking. And you have to learn how you're now going to navigate through this new lifestyle. The really cool thing is, it's up to you what you do with this second shot. It's up to you what you do with it. It can be as great or as miserable as you want it to be. And if you're going to spend each and every day thinking about how much you miss smoking, how great of a thing smoking was to you, you're probably going to be miserable. But if you can sit back and objectively say to yourself, hey, I have an opportunity to create the life that I wanted. I have an opportunity now to go out and become the person that I want to be, because I don't have to give my time to weed anymore. I don't have to give my energy to weed anymore. I don't have to give my money to weed anymore. I'm free. I'm free of this. I would love to see what it is you're going to go pull off over the next few years. And I guess my last piece of advice would be, don't rush the process. Healing takes time. The first 3 months might be a little funky. The first year might be a little funky. That's okay. You're healing. That's a healing time. You got however many years of life ahead of you. So this is just a small glimpse of a rocky patch. A small glimpse. And when you look at it in the big picture, I can promise you it's so worth it. Like, I wouldn't be here making these videos for you guys if I didn't quit. I could have told you that that was going to happen. I knew in my mind that I always wanted to help people, but I couldn't have told you that I was going to have this platform. I had to quit to create this platform. I had to quit to create this business. I had to quit to get the confidence back, the social skills back, to come on camera and talk. I had to quit to get the time to be able to make these videos. None of this would have happened. You wouldn't be watching this if I was still addicted. So I can only imagine what amazing things lie ahead for you in your life if you pull off sobriety, if you pull off recovery, and you make the best out of it. And that's what we're all about here at Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching. That's what we help people do here. That's the purpose of our programs. So I hope this video relates to you guys. I hope you take into consideration how you want to spend your time, because your time is valuable. You are a valuable person. And once you develop an addiction, addiction doesn't value you. And I want you guys to start to reclaim that value in yourselves. Follow me into the next video where I take some time and talk about why weed quit me. I'll see you guys there.